Hello there, viewers, and welcome to this week's highlights of the Second 11 versus Bramley CC. You may remember that the Second 11 played Bramley in a friendly 2 weeks ago. Well, this is a league match. There are points at stake. In this gorgeous village setting just south of Guildford, the Second 11 sent forth one of our strongest sides to date. Tom Fryer demoted to the Second 11 after his shocking performance of 7 for 26, and a new name, Rob Milford, making his debut for the club. The wicket may have been recycled, but it was firm and flat, providing some bounce and maybe even some turn for the spinners. A lonely toss was won by Baz, and he chose to bat first. And after our traditional presentation of the cap to Rob Milford, we set about our task of putting runs on the board, which for the first 10 overs proved tricky, this missed reverse sweep by Ash proving to be one of the highlights. As was the case with Bramley when we previously met, their bowling was tight, Ash and Gary Dunford at the other end finding it difficult to get anything away. Although that was partially down to the heat and their natural gameplay. I've seen them both take 40 deliveries to get a single run. Ah, a motorbike in the background. Now that's interesting. After an economical opening from Roundel and Frith, David Evans turned his arm over. Oh, an opportunity! Ah! An interesting action. An homage to Muralitharan, possibly. Another motorcycle. Not as healthy, this one. Duncan White into the attack. Ooh, what swing! He took 6 of us up in hindhead. Oh, another missed opportunity. Not happy, is he? And finally, Ash's luck has run out. 6 runs of 41. A fine strike rate for Ash. Now, Tom the Bomb. I was teasing earlier. He hasn't been demoted. As regular viewers will know, he's a batsman, really, and the firsts are batting so well, he needs time at the wicket. Oh, and Gary's trapped as well. But for his first game of the season, 24 is a good return for him. And now comes Rob Milford for his debut innings. Solid start. Oh, no, Tom. No shame there. That was a jaffer. Now Rohan Singh, fresh from his 33 against the ones. Oh, a gift. A full bunger to get off the mark. Oh dear, another duck. Good shot, just didn't go the distance. 36 for 4 off 19 overs. Things are starting to look worrying. That'll help. A common or garden slug to Luke Hogarth. Too much temptation. Well, it's one or the other. He hits it, or it foxes him. Just can't give him the short one. Ah, finally. The right line, right length, and Luke Hogarth departs after his regular dramatics. Stating the obvious, Yogi. Doesn't like running. Better to give it a biff. Dream shots here from Rob Milford. Nothing dangerous, just pure graft. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. David Roundell finding out that you can't give either of these two anything short. Ow! You don't win a car for that. Well, from where the twos were, these two have put us in a much stronger position. And it goes on. 50 on debut, a sterling effort. And no sound of silence now from the Bramley players. Yogi falls and perseverance pays off for David Roundell. Ryan Belgabine now in. A stiff shoulder, so he won't be bowling, but that doesn't stop him from getting one away. Oh, Rob Milford dropped on 50. Could it prove costly? Oh, vandalism from the Oppo now. Not intentional, I'm sure. Oh, missed him. Well, in fairness, he is a small target. And that growl tells you they finally got him, a little too far to the offside. And finally, Rob Milford's innings comes to an end, a fabulous 63 off 67 deliveries. And now for Nimesh. Couldn't open the innings as he arrived late. Shocking. Sun's cricket match, feeble excuse in my opinion. What a start, though. And again! Trying to get us to 200? That would be exceptional after the start we had. Oh, fine fielding by the stumps. And they take a single. Oh, Ryan wants the second. Nimesh doesn't. Oh, they get in each other's way. The chance for a run out. Oh, he's all right. Superb throw. Glorious sweep to the short boundary. Got him! Well, the 200 wasn't on, but at a strike rate of 200, that's a top innings. And who else would anyone want to face the last ball than Big Baz? He's got it. Ryan wants the quick single. Baz taking a quick single? Well, he's going for it. He's got it. And he's on his way to Godalming. Well, a great recovery by the Phoenix, chiefly orchestrated by Rob Milford and Yogi, but also a mention to Gary Dunford, who stuck around and forked out a good innings of 24. And great figures for David Evans of 4 for 44. Now, not out of desire, kind viewer, I have not appeared on Frogbox thus far this year, but here I am, recording these shots of the glorious Bramley cricket ground, looking forward to a great spell of opening bowling. And here is Luke Hogarth deciding which end he wasn't going to take any wickets from, and as soon as Ash left the field, this happened. Damn. Turns out, dear viewer, that on one of those two occasions when Frogbox got whacked, the charging cable to the camera became loose and unfortunately ran out of juice. But I'm not going to let this defeat me. I'm going to do my best to provide you with as close to the thrilling climax as you're ever going to get. Onward ho! I opened with wides from one end, Luke Hogarth from the other. It got to the third over and I ran out. Darwin knocked the ball to fine leg. There was an easy single. Evans didn't want it and didn't tell him. Onward! After that, I started bowling well, but Luke at the other end was struggling. And then we got another. Evans skied one to point, and who was there? He got it! Nimesh isn't dropping anything at the moment. At this point, Bramley's progress was slow, but solid, with Dooley and Burgess not going anywhere. Then on came Rohan Singh to see if he could shift anyone. Old-ident, I know. And Dooley knocked a dolly to Rob Milford in the covers. And on! We didn't have a moment to breathe, and then he struck again! Leatham gave Tom the Bomb a sitter at mid-on. And on! By this time, Luke Hogarth was unplayable, but by the end of his ninth, the ball came straight through me and for 4. Sorry. Bramley was still trying to build an innings at 48 for 4, and on came Baz to throw some spin into the action. At this point, however, Burgess was comfortable and Brown was gaining confidence. Together they were scoring rapidly, hitting boundaries off Baz and of Rob Milford when he brought his pace to the fore. Look at that score creeping up. Worrying, isn't it? Such was their increase in pressure it brought sweat to our brows until Burgess knocked the ball straight to me in the covers, thought there was a run, how wrong he was! Picked the ball up cleanly, threw it to Ash, Burgess short of his ground, job's a good un. Onward! Chris Martin interfaced Rob Milford. No dice! Clean bowled! Only one thing's changed, onward! Controversial moment of the game, batsman nicks the ball, everyone hears it apart from the umpire and said batsman. Do we get grumpy about it? Yes. Does Baz get him the next over? Yes! Bramley can still do it though, 32 runs to get off 4 overs, onward! Duncan White in, ample support for Brown. I come back on, bowl plenty of wides, 10 off the over, Milford finishes his 9, then Duncan White run out, this time by Ash on his own, 10 runs needed off 2 deliveries. No! It's a victory for the Twos by 10 runs. Congratulations to Bramley Twos, a thoroughly spirited and competitive match, the most exciting match of the season thus far. Congratulations to Brown and Burgess, 2 fine innings and a great partnership that brought Bramley back into the game. And here is the table thus far. The ones firmly on top, the Twos situated down in 5th, but it's early days yet. There's still plenty to play for. If you made it this far, you're crazy, but thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next week when the Twos are back at Hawley. Goodbye for now.